Let's support President Trump for 2021. I'm
Welcome to another episode of Bridging the Gap podcast. This is JR, and today we have a special guest, Clinton. Wagwan.
Yeah, everything good.
Most things we have life, so we give thanks. But we're gonna jump right into it, yeah? Um, the presidential debate last night, if you want to call it presidential. Uh, your take on the whole thing is, I gather, somewhat different. So the floor is yours.
Okay, before we even dive down into it, I want to make this categorically clear that we're just bridging the gap between, not what's right or what's wrong, but what justifying what the American people deserve. In regards to the debate last night, I personally think that nobody won. American lost. And as such, it's a call for concern. So I'm not sure about your views on it, but my personal views on it last night is that none of the candidate won. America lost. What is your view on that?
Why do you say that none of the candidates won?
I say that for more than one reason. We are in a divided state in America right now, and based on what both candidates were saying, the presidents and the vice president, it's like a child in the back playing marbles and fighting for elastic bands, and as such, I don't think that was up to a presidential standard.
Well, to whom much is given, much is expected. Yes, and this debate was an incumbent going up against a challenger.
Who's the incumbent and who's the challenger? I was asking a question.
All right. So the current president of the United States, Mr. Donald Trump, he's the incumbent. The challenger is Joe Biden.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would never say that because Joe Biden had 47 years under his belt. How can he be the challenger? There's no way. President Trump have never gone into politics before, and he's in politics for 4 years. So you
need to make up your mind. He's never gone into politics before, or he's in politics for 4 years.
Yeah,
which is it?
Well, I'm just talking before he has run for presidency for the last 4 years. He has never held a political office. That's what I'm trying to say to you, Jar. Don't be.
All right. So what I have to do with anything?
No,
He's still the incumbent. He's the sitting president. And regardless of the fact that Joe Biden has been involved in politics for 47 years or not, he's the challenger.
Alright, so he's the challenger, right?
Yeah.
And as such,
what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say more than one thing.
What?
He didn't act like a person I'd want to govern.
Well, he has the experience. He was a vice president for 8 years.
Yeah, but experience doesn't make you better than somebody else.
Sure don't.
Exactly.
Because we have a sitting president who, if you want to call that debate presidential last night, then I guess your definition of presidential leaves a lot to be desired.
And as I made mention before,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say it was presidential. As I said before, we're just trying to bridge the gap in regards to what was missing.
But the fact of the matter is that there are some simple facts here at play. One, a sitting president participated in a presidential debate. That's why it's called a presidential debate, because candidates are usually going up to be the leader of the free world. So whether or not this person is a sitting president or there are two incumbents, two challengers. In this case, we have a sitting president, an incumbent, and a challenger. So what we saw happening last night is Joe Biden, who, having spent 8 years as vice president.
And 40 years in politics. Don't forget that.
And 40 years in politics.
47 years to be
47 years.
Right.
Give it to you. Showed so much restraint and acted more presidential than the sitting president who has been in office for 4 years. Acted as if he was a bully, wouldn't give anybody a chance to say anything.
And what you have to understand to it, you understand? In my personal opinion, again, we're just bridging the gap. So my opinion is just bridging what I see. President Trump came on as a defense in regards to what's been happening to him for the last 14 years.
14 years?
My apologies. My deepest apology. For the last 4 years. My apology.
You start to sound like Trump right now. Yeah.
Listen.
Alternative facts and fake news.
Well, again, 4 years. My apology. Straight up.
All right. Yeah.
He came on. He was up against two persons, the moderator and Mr. Biden.
No, he was up against Joe Biden. He was actually bullying the moderator and bullying Joe Biden. I don't know which debate you was watching, but what, like 87% or 83% of the population of a survey was done, and 83% said that was the worst thing they have ever seen.
As again, Jar, I'm saying
yeah,
the best debate. Yeah, and to me it was like a shit show.
And you know why it wasn't the best? You know why it wasn't the best debate?
I personally think Donald Trump was more informative. Again, and just bridging the gap.
I'm glad you said that, you know. I'm glad you said that. Because you know what was going to be my next question? Yeah. Tell me something that you learned coming out of that debate last night.
What I learned?
Yeah.
It's not just about learning. You give me and that's what guess what?
You need to make up your mind, sir. Informative is the word that you just used. So what did you learn? What information you got from the sitting president that gave you hope?
All right. About 2 weeks ago, right? President, again, I'm not for or against Mr. Trump. I'm just saying, stating the facts as it is.
What facts? Alternative facts from the fake news?
He signed an executive order for 500 billion to help out the black community. I am black, and as such, I welcome that. And if you don't welcome that, we need to stop using our feelings, and our likes and dislikes about a person. Think about what the person can do for you and your family.
And what is $500 million going to do for you and your family?
I am hoping that someone at least trickle down to me.
Oh, so you're open?
Open, right.
Okay.
Okay. I am open. At least him give me hope. For the black community. I'm a black man and I'm speaking.
I have a bridge to sell you. It's going nowhere. You interested?
When we reach that bridge, we cross it. What about
but I have it right now, so we're crossing it.
When we reach that bridge, let us cross it.
But I'm crossing it right now. I'm telling you I have it to sell it to you, so you can cross it if you want to.
What was it that Joe Biden spoke about? That
well, for one, you know what he said that was what that I paid a lot of attention to is the fact that he kept on saying and more than one time, the power is in our hands as persons, as citizens of this country, to decide where we're going to go. He's not saying, like, listen, vote for me and this place is going to be a better place and everything is going to be, all honey and milk in the street, or goals lining. Because the fact of the matter is that things are bad, very, very bad. 200,000 persons. 200. Can you count to 1,000? Count to 1,000 for me right now. Count to 1,000 for me right now, Clinton. Please, ridicule me and count to 1,000. Because I want you to count to move from 1,000 to 200,000. Imagine 200,000 people dead on the floor right now. And you're talking about hope. Hope for what? Hope for another 500,000 dying?
Audience, don't listen to the noise in the market. Watch the sale. You understand? Don't listen to the noise in the market. And all Jerry is doing is making up noise. You are saying what Biden said I did not say. Just like any sports, you have a coach. Biden was coach. And
So Donald Trump wasn't coach? Rudy Giuliani and former Governor Chris Christie prepped him for the debate. This is not secret. So what are you talking about?
Again, John. Again, you seem like you're a straight Democrat, you know. I am not a Democrat.
That is neither here nor there.
All I'm trying to do is to bridge the gap. So if you're talking,
You know what?
If
You know
you are
what? You
talking-
said something. You said something a while ago that him give you him sign an executive order for 500,000. And as a black man, you're happy he's going to help your family.
Of course.
You know what he also said last night?
What he said?
He told that he refused to denounce white supremacy. So I wonder how that affect you as a black man and your family, including your little black son.
Well, again, Jar. He also asked
Mm-hmm.
Joe Biden to denounce Black Lives Matter. Did Joe Biden do it? We have to strike a balance here. We have to strike a balance.
What you trying to tell me, say, as a black man, and you see so much black people being shot in the street, and you are say Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization or is equivalent to white supremacy?
No, I did not say that.
So what
I did not say
needed
that.
to be denounced about the Black
don't.
Lives Matter movement?
No, I'm just using an example. Don't
No,
put
no,
this
you
man
can't. That you see, you do the same thing what Donald Trump do, and that's why you defend him. All you do is play semantics.
Again, let me make it clear.
Mm.
You say that I'm defending Donald Trump. I am not. All I'm doing is bridging the gap. So
Which
if you-
gap? Which gap you bridge?
The gap between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, or the gap between the Republican and Democrat. What if if Democrat comes in and give me a better life or a better standard of living, I'm for the Democrat. I am for the Democrat. Question I'm going to ask you.
Yes.
Donald Trump has been in power for 4 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has it affect your life?
Of course.
Oh.
I am now working less hours because of this pandemic.
But this Donald Trump carry the pandemic.
It is a failure of leadership why it is at this stage. What do you mean?
What?
Don't forget that in February, this is the same man that stood up and said, oh, this will be gone and there's only 12 cases and it'll be gone by the end of the week. While at the same time giving an interview saying, oh, yo, this is serious, you know. It's wickeder than the flu. A whole heap of people are going dead out there.
And don't forget that this is the same man that when he locked down the country in February,
Mhm.
we were all calling him racist.
Locked down which country?
No, when he locked the airport against China coming in. We said that. So, yo, we can't.
Let me clarify something right now.
Listen.
Because this is being repeated so many times. But let me clarify something. Him stop Chinese visitors from coming to the country. Not United States citizens or permanent residents who are coming from China. They were still allowed to come into the country. And for months after, weren't being tested if they had corona. So please, don't come with the bullshit.
All right.
Make we clear that up. And I don't understand why the mainstream media is not saying that. Because people were still coming from China and months after, no tests were being done to check if they had corona. And fear, let's say him lock the border from China. By that time it had gotten to Spain, it had gotten to Italy. Those people were still coming into the country.
I think that.
How did the country get to 200,000 cases?
One of the things that I'm impressed about,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, again, I'm not talking for Democrat or against Republican. I'm just bridging the gap. He held a press conference every single day to inform the country of what's happening.
Clinton, may I say something?
Yes, that's my name.
When you go to work and you sell, and you're in sales,
I'm a very good salesman.
and you're a very good salesman, and you sell something, do you get paid for it?
Yes. Of course. So what am I going to work for?
All right, so you need lunch on top of the pay where you get?
If I can get it, why not?
No, I'm asking, should they buy you lunch on top of it?
If I can get it, why
Should
not?
they buy you lunch on top of paying you?
If I can get it, why not take it?
You're not. I don't think you're understanding what I'm trying to get.
I do understand what you're trying to say. So what? You see, are you a Democrat? I'm asking that question.
Of course, I support the
Oh,
Democratic
you do,
Party.
and that is why you always try because you always try.
No, 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 no,
Democrat
no, no, no,
always.
no, no,
I know I
no,
asked
no,
you.
no, no,
You
no.
always try to stuff things down people's throat. You ask me if they're giving me lunch if I'm not going to take it. I'm saying yes. And you're trying to say me. I don't understand what you're trying to say.
You don't understand what I'm trying to say because
In regards to what?
your
What is so
argument,
difficult in that?
your argument that this man must get credit for whole a press conference to inform the nation of a pandemic. What is going on? As bro, what do you really have to say? That's like a teacher. A teacher going to school and the kids learning and the teacher must say, hey, you must give me all the praise because I'm teaching you.
You know what?
That is your job.
Yeah, you know what's appalling? Donald Trump and the scientists around him is just giving him advice. I am almost sure if he was supposed to come out with a vaccine tomorrow to cure this thing, we'd have still found a fault with the gentleman. Come on, what we need to do is to strike a balance, just like we're doing now, bridge the gap and give them on a chance.
A chance to do what? To kill 500,000 more people?
Give them on a chance. Give them on a chance.
To do what?
To do what?
Give him a chance to do what?
We're going to give, what are you going to do? Give Biden a chance.
He has had 4 years. What more chance?
After 4 years.
You say give him a chance.
After 47
Give him a
years.
chance for what? He has had 4 years.
After 47 years.
Uh-huh.
After 47 years.
Uh-huh.
You still want to give Biden a chance. Donald Trump get 4.
You know what is instructive of that?
What?
In 47 years, Joe Biden has not lost 20,000 people life, but in 4 years, this man has lost 200,000 people lives.
Guess what?
Anyway.
It's not, and it's not anyway. It's not about anything like that. Listen to Gerard.
Yeah.
Gerard.
Yeah.
Speak facts, man. Let us speak facts.
Speak facts?
Yes. Let us speak facts, Gerard.
So 200,000 people didn't die.
People died, and
Over 200,000 people haven't died.
I was out of job for 3 months.
I
was out of job for 3 months.
People, I'm sorry, I said 4 years.
I've been out of job for 3 months.
It's what, 6 months? 7 months?
So, let me make this
200,000 people lives in what, 7 months?
Let me make this categorically clear. I sympathize with all those because I'm friends who lost relatives, friends, and loved ones. Nobody wanted the disease to happen, but it comes. Let us unite against the person who is leading us for once.
Let us unite against them.
Unite with the person, yeah, that is leading us to try to solve the problem to do them more.
So why we elect them to lead if we know have to go do their job for them?
We have to unite for what, even for the cause.
Unite with somebody who don't want to unite with us. Somebody who has never cared for black people.
President Trump, I never told that he was united him.
What? This is a man that come out and said that him don't want people from African countries. Black people will look like me. Granted, I'm not from Africa because them come from shithole. You know what country he calls shithole country? Haiti. A country that's how many miles away from Jamaica?
We always, just like how we tried, we always use racism.
To
bridge the gap.
Use racism? These are his words. What are you talking about?
We're doing that tonight. Too much. We are using racism too much.
Who's using racism?
We.
Who's we? Repeating his words is me being racist now?
Alright. My final say on this, Jerry, is that let's support President Trump for 2021.